Hello everybody and welcome to the WOSCT Prudential IndyCar Series. We're here live at Daytona International Speedway for the running of the Tampa Bay Times Daytona Grand Prix. After this race we'll only have 3 races left, and then we'll have our last international race, which will be in Twin Wind Montague. And then California Auto Club Speedway is our next to last race following Montague. And then the season finale, the Indianapolis 500, of course, Indianapolis Motor Speedway. But right now we're here at our last super speedway. Well, kind of our last super speedway of the year. Well, it's our next to last, by the way. You don't count California as a super speedway, which in our California, it will race like a super speedway. Just wait and see. Anyway, on the pole today and earning the extra point is Bill Flickinger. On the outside is the 20 of Avi Sachs. Starting third is the 9 of Joseph Lombard, and fourth is the 22 Samuel Ogo. Fifth is the 83 of Mike Bob, and sixth is the 98 Jacob Lawler. Seventh is the 18 Alex Ragow, and eighth is the 81 of Alec Gattuso. Ninth is the 5 of Zach Flickinger, rounding out the top 10, the 41 of Leah Walker. And now, without further ado, let's hear those famous words in motorsports.
Drivers, start your engines!
And we did try actually going to Daytona Beach for the F1 series, but the track would not take the Indy cars nor the F1 cars. They would just jump around before the start of the race, and some would even go on pit road. It's almost like the Zen Joltis night configuration for them. They can't handle it either. So that was why I held Zen Joltis. The race at Zen Joltis were held at the day configuration instead of the night one, because that was the only one that would work. But right now we're at Daytona for 20 laps here under the lights. Indy cars plus super speedways equals dangerous fun. Here we go. The green's going to be out. And the green flag is out. We're underway at Daytona. And I see already 3-wide racing. Already there's some wall scraping between Gattuso and the 81. They better be careful. Oh, they're not careful, and there's the big one. Already there's a big wreck. Caution's already out. The leader is Bill Flickinger. Oh, no, wait. It's Avi Sachs. Wow. Avi Sachs is your leader. And what a way to start off here at Daytona. Big wreck happens in the final turn. And I knew them smacking the wall would not be a good mix here. And there's Gattuso, oh wow, Pichu got a little bit into Ryan Lee, or Ryan Lee might have, and Rod Houston, and everyone just spins out. Let's see if Pichu did get into Ryan Lee, because it looked close. It looked like he did. Ooh, I think he did. No, he was just trying to avoid... Oh, no, he was just trying to avoid the wreck below, and he clips Houston by accident, so I don't think that's a penalty. Well, okay, yeah, you know what, it is a penalty. That's a 2-point penalty on Pichu. And there it is again. Eric Burton taps Seth Cole, John Sendandino spins, and another car spins. I think that's Jacob Cook. Yep. And Eric Burton and the others try to avoid it. Burton gets into the pits. I wonder if they're going to penalize him because he actually went through the line. He actually went through the line, the pit road line. So I'm not sure if he's going to be forced to be getting a drive-through penalty, a pit road penalty. I'm not sure. And there's the carnage in the back below. They're them held up. The others just try to avoid it. Trevor Thompson is spun out. There's Card Pollard trying to avoid the wreck. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. There was another one. And I think it was Tony Blazer that caused it. And what was Tony Blazer doing at all? He was getting back up on track, and he unexpectedly hits Chris Grant, and Hagen Klein is sent to the wall as well. Eric Burns spins as well. And that's the same guy who also escaped from pit road. And he comes back up and ticks his anger out on Pichu, and he clips him. Okay, so I wonder why. And Eli Sachs, I wonder where he come from. Oh, he was trying to avoid it, and he gets hit by Blazer. So Blazer and Burton, what were they thinking? They get 2-point penalties on each of them because they sped up out on the track and hit and made a wreck. So that's definite that they're penalized. Okay. Wow. And Jake Williams is trying to avoid it all. He's in the grass. And well, that's pretty much it. Well, I think some drivers may have pitted. I'm not really sure. We just got word Pichu is out of the race in 24. Is out of the race. Yeah, Pichu's out of the race. Tony Blazer, Trevor Thompson, Eli Sachs, and Card Pollard have retired. Tough break for those drivers. And now we're ready, approaching on over, and we're probably going to try to get a green here again. And we're going to be under green again. Avi Sachs leads us to the stripe. Green is out again. Great start for Avi Sachs. Great start for Avi Sachs in the 20. That's really unusual at a track like Daytona. But Jacob Lawler is closing in very quick, along with Joseph Lombard in the 9th. Leo Walker helping him out on the draft, or maybe making a 3-wide battle for the 2nd spot. And maybe not, but look at this, 3-wide battle here in the middle of the pack, and I'm not sure if that is actually for the 10th and final point spot. It may have been. Look at that. This is close. It's really close for the 10th and final point spot. And the 77 is into the wall. 77 just got in the wall. Oh, wow. Tough break for him. This is not what he needed exactly. And he's dropping off the pace. Ouch. Even the slower cars are passing by him. And another victim was Zach Lombard. And he's also a victim of the wall. Oh, it's gonna hold up both of them, and the 30, and he's gonna probably get back up to speed now, but also got passed by slower cars. And Jacob Lawler has just taken the lead away from Avi Sachs. We knew this was gonna be very quick. Now Leah Walker is in 2nd. She is actually trying to move it to the high side, which... No, she's going back down below, and she's making her move. Another one scrapes. Another driver scraped the wall. Oh, 2 drivers, Ryan McLemore and Jake Williams. Yikes. 2 more drivers scraped the wall, and everyone's just trying to avoid it. And they do avoid it. And yeah, and I know Jacob Cook went below the yellow line, but he's in no contention of a top 10 anyway, and he was just trying to pass to avoid the carnage, so he's not going to get penalized. And just to let you know, there was a protest with Card Pollard at the Talladega race because he claimed that it was not part of the IndyCar rules to go below the yellow and make a pass for the lead for the win. Here at Talladega, he protested that call, and well, I added that penalty for realism to make things fair, and it kind of did look like you used the yellow line to your... Even though the yellow line was on 2 wheels, it kind of did look like you used it... Well, it looked like you used the yellow... Card used the yellow line, to make the pass on Alex Tanker, and I didn't... And I did see that... I did kind of see that, what it was going through, but, well... And there were complaints about me adding penalties to this NR2 Down 3 since it's a video game. But I've seen other users who do NR2 Down 3 races do penalties too, especially Randy Orton Fan 2011. He applies the real NASCAR penalties over to his series. There were a few instances where he had applied penalties for aggressive driving, going below the yellow line. Yeah, other users do that, so... Well, and I decided to do that myself for realism. Oh, the board on the bottom below! Whoa, we got forced down. And the new leader, by the way, I didn't know, Zach Flickinger. Flickinger's the leader with 8 to go. So I did call the protest, and the ruling will stand for the Talladega results. Just want to get that out of the way since there were complaints about the results of Talladega. So I do apologize for Card Pollard and the other teams affected by this Talladega controversy, the decision, but it was my ruling, so it will stand. I will try to figure something out later. And Stephen Pollard III out of nowhere just skyrockets to the lead, and he has a comfortable lead over Leo Walker with 8. No, there's now 8 laps to go. I thought there was 8 before. There's 9 laps. There were 9, and now there's 8. I apologize. And now Leo Walker's going up to speed. I don't know what is up with these cars slowing down and going fast. And it's like up and down, really. It's pretty uneven, so it's going to make for an interesting race. It does make for an interesting race, but I kind of don't understand why. Maybe they thought about pitting and then they didn't. I don't know. Anyway, we have 7 to go here, and most of the field has caught up. Leo Walker leads. Joseph Lombard just right behind. Oh, and a spin by Jacob Lawler. Lawler spins. We're gonna hit 6 to go. There is gonna be 6 to go when they hit the stripe, so there is a caution, which there is. And Leo Walker spins as well. What a wreck below, and a shocking twist. Wow. Shocking twist here at Daytona. Unbelievable. And the race to the lines. Flickinger. And Flickinger has the advantage heading into the final turn. And he will lead us to the stripe. We may have 1 or 2 more laps to go after the caution. Wow. I have never seen... Oh, wow. I've seen a lot of finishes. A lot of weird stuff happen at Talladega. I mean Daytona. But not like this. Wow. 2 top 10 competitors, and most of the top 10, if not, well, most of the top 10, wrecked out. Wow. It's going to be a huge point stick. It's going to be big. And, I'm not sure, and I think it was Ben Cannon. It might have been Ben Cannon. Let's see, it is Ben Cannon. No, Ben Cannon tapped Samuel Ogo, and I think Ben Cannon is the one at fault, so he's 2-point penalty for him. They spin out Ogo and Lawler, who were in competition to get a top 10. And then this happened. And on top of that, Lawler came back up on the track and crashed Pollard III out. And Evan Gattuso also out of the race, also crashed out. They were running outside the top 10 anyway, but wow. And it was so hard, they lost a tire. Wait, no. Wait. No, it was Ryan Lee. It was Ryan Lee they crashed out. They went to Ryan Lee. There's Stephen Pollard III. And his reckless driving streak continued as he, look at this, crashed out Leo Walker and to the top 5, and this was the biggest shocking twist of them all. Xavier Livingston was also hit as well, and Pollard, I'm not sure what was that about, so I guess well, I'm not going to penalize Pollard because of Card Pollard's incident at Talladega. I will let this slide But Pollard's not really got to stop spinning other drivers out to win. Just saying. And Ben Cannon made it through. He made it through, and it keeps his top 5 intact. Wow, what a move by Ben Cannon. And we don't know who the top 10 will be made up of, but sure going to be very exciting to see who. And drivers retired: Samuel Ogo, Ryan Lee, Jacob Lawler, and Rod Houston's a lap down still. Not sure what he's doing. And Evan Gattuso is also retired. No word on the other drivers at this moment. 4 to go now, and still no word. And yeah, I guess we probably will not. Well, probably they're back on the line somehow. Yeah, they're back in line. And the lights are off. There's going to be 2 more laps here at Talladega. So I knew it. There is going to be 2 more laps here at Daytona. I always mix things up. 2 more laps at Daytona. The top 10 is Zach Flickinger, Avi Sachs, Joseph Lombard, Alex Tanker, Chris Dollarton, Ben Cannon, Rob Bob, Austin Ogo, Sky Commons, and Zachary Lombard. And despite spinning out Leo Walker, Stephen Paul III is still 11th, so I'm not sure if that's gonna. We'll see how that works out. He does not get penalized earlier, so I wonder if he's gonna get in the top 10 and earn a point. We'll see. But in the meantime, Flickinger leads to the green with 2 to go. Good start for him. This is what he exactly needed. But Avi Sachs closing in. Does Avi Sachs have enough time to make a pass on Flickinger? Since cars have been going slow and fast at like random intervals, we never know until later. Here we go. White flag will be out as Avi Sachs closes in on Flickinger. And oh no, Tanker has the advantage on the top. Oh boy, it's going to be a wild race. White flag is out, 1 to go. And Tanker had the advantage on the top. Wow, he uses the high line to make the pass. Does Joseph Lombard or other driver have an advantage? Here we go, Chris Dollarton looking to make it on the high side. Lombard blocks it. Lombard has a chance to go on the high side, but the 35 is blocking. Here they come towards the final turn. Lombard has the edge and zooms by Tanker. Unbelievable. And the high side works to perfection. And off the final turn, Joseph Lombard wins here at Daytona. What a win for Joseph Lombard. He used the high side to his advantage and won the race. Wow, that's unexpected. And it was a dead heat between Dollarton and Tanker for second. Wow. And they're saying that Chris Dollarton came in second by 3/1,000ths of a second. 3/1,000ths of a second was between second and third. That was the same margin Pichu eked out Avi Sachs last race at Blue Ridge. How unusual. Wow. And the top 10 is Joseph Lombard, Chris Dollarton, Alex Tanker, Austin Ogo, Zach Flickinger, Avi Sachs, Sky Commons, Rob Bob, Ben Cannon, and Zach Lombard in 10th. His brother finished in the 10th and final point spot. A magic day for the N2SC4R team. Bill Flickinger came up just short though. If he had one more lap, he would have had a shot to make it to the point spot. He finishes 11th today and no points for him. Pollard the third, we talked about him. He restarted 11th. He dropped to 13th, so no points for him either. And the rest of the field below. And what a race here at Daytona. Joseph Lombard, N2SC4R, wins it here at Daytona. His first ever win in the series. So, wow, another win for the N2SC4R team. So, congrats to him. Next race, 3 to go here. This season it's Motegi, twin ring Motegi, folks, in Japan. So you won't want to miss that. So We'll show you the points right now, and we'll see you later.